SOK has done some tremendous things recently. For example, breaking the 29 game win streak of Night Elf versus Human. He also then continued to defeat Life in this tournament. Then he had a show match at the same day versus 120, and that was a little bit too much. But maybe now with more prep, but the same spirit, he can do some serious damage. 120 comes into this as the big favorite, as he is probably for the rest of the tournament. Round robin, there we go. And play all 5, there we go. Will 120 destroy the competition once again, as he did in that show match versus SOK? Or will it be the revenge of SOK, and he will break that vanguard that the Undeads stand for currently? That's the question. And what are the strategies is another question. We start with the Lich, we start with an Archmage. That is the norm, and we'll probably see that the entire time. I would be surprised if not. Too much BBC on stream. There was a comment saying he ate too much beef jerky on stream. I thought that was funny. But yeah. This is the matchup. We like to expand, and we like to destroy these expansions from the other perspective, right? Who does it better is the question. Who's faster? Who hits harder? And with what timings? I feel like human timings are shifting forward again to be more aggressive. That puts the Undead at the defensive position for like in the beginning. In the very, very beginning, before the pendulum swings back and they go for the rebound. And SOK had some great games with this early aggression. Same can be said about Fortitude in the series versus Labyrinth. Now, did the Undeads figure this out? It's been quite some days. And of course, that is game tape, right? You can analyze this, you can come up with solutions against this. At the moment, this is time. Time for what? Time for tower. There was no power build, but he might need that tower build. Is it a trade eventually? It is indeed a lot of trading here. 4 Footman Water Elemental. Ghouls have been sent back already. This means Lich is probably the sole responsible damage dealer here. Well, with skeletons, you always have that. Can you kill that Ziggurat? The Nerup Tower is up. This is control, but very little damage. We had a game on Tidehunters where SOK was able to kill a Nerubian Tower early on. Still lost the game because of one fumbled fight that 120 brilliantly executed. And it seems like with that repair and that Acolyte, we are not willing to attack this building even further. And we have a foothold here. On the other side, SOK does not. So early advantage 120. And now uptime of Ghouls is of course legendary. One of the key parts of my balance suggestion. But SOK ain't done here yet, as the Haunted Goldmine is just coming up. That is a nice timing, especially when you can threaten that Acolyte as well. I think maybe it's a coincidence, but I think damage is shifting a little bit from buildings towards units, especially Acolytes. Not willing to do that here, as the Lich is level 2 with the Dark Ritual, can go for some kills. You don't want to lose these units early, as late game Footmen, not late game, but late early game Footmen can still be put to great use. And this little skirmish here, this little distraction, bought 120 the time. Bought SOK the time to get this expo up, at least to 50%. So human can only win against orc nowadays. As I just put, SOK was the one destroying Moon's win rate. And SOK has also beaten Life to reach the state here. And he has also beaten Infi. So listen. The Expo by 120 has been cancelled once again. And you know what? This Nerup Tower ain't looking too sharp. The Town Hall does look sharp. This is one of the strongest SOKs, I think, since November. He has dramatically stepped up his game in the past couple of days, especially. 120 still with that Nerup Tower up, but Expo is up. And that is a way faster Expo, which is hurt. The peasants are suffering. This will hurt the lumber. So tech-wise, it's not ideal at the 620 mark. Ghouls in the base, though. Ooh, this could seriously hurt the lumber. There's no level 3 just yet. This Lich denies the level 2.4. And we have to call Militia to deal with the ghouls. But dealing with ghouls is insanely hard. In the meantime, can you deal with the ghouls on the left-hand side? Well, for now you can with another Water Elemental. Great defense by SOK, but of course this is also buying so much time for 120's expansion. Gold-wise, it's looking good for SOK. Lumber-wise, we're stacking workers now up to 18, 20, 22. And this is a little bit of a cleanup with the shop up as well. Tech, 7 minutes, which is 1.5 minutes later than you would like, but you also have to put that into perspective. The Lich level 3 is also relatively late. The Undead expansion is for sure late, and 120's tech is even later than the human tech, as he didn't even start that yet. So if you look at SOK, like in an isolated case, yes, a 7-minute tech is late, but there is advantages. And there's a shredder now to fix the lumber. And this base looks sturdy. With the shredder, you can afford more militia calls as you take that from your lumber economy. Just don't feed the Lich up to level 4. Good control. Archmage level 3 as well. It's all defense mode. Iron SOK does a lot of damage, but with the Ritual Dagger, 4.5 HP per second. Oh, if he cancels this, that'd be huge. That's 1. That's 2. Yo, Langustengustel, thank you for the prime.
B2W less than 3.
Langustengustel less than 3. Is it time now to strike the undead base a little bit? We go for the crypt, we go for the altar, and the Archmage is right there. If you don't have an altar, you can't tech to tier 3, you can't get a DK for stability. And the footmen are here going for acolytes. I don't think the goal is anymore to kill that undead expansion, but to slow it down. And that's exactly what you're doing here. I love that he's not fully committing to like one base or the expo, but to spread the damage. Look at that spread damage. Acolytes can always run away as they have some very good movement speed. And of course you don't want to risk the Archmage too much. He's just trying to flood that base. Did we kill an Acolyte yet? I don't think so. Oh damn. Is he saving all? That'd be crazy. Oh, 120, your micro. He had a series versus Lin, 120 did. And on Northern Isles, he had one of the most surreal fights that I've seen an undead do. His micro, man. First, he fixed his human matchup by just tactics. And now he elevates his micro to a new level. 1 went down? Okay. That's fine, though. That's fine. This could have been way worse. SOK on the other side. Tier 3 tech. Will be satisfied with this as well. Every little bit of slowing down the opponent is worth a lot of gold. 2 total. Well, since he has that necropolis, it's not the end of the world. Another ghoul falls. Step by step, man. The levels are fairly compatible. This also means we didn't move too many water elementals away. Yeah, we didn't gift or donate too many water elementals away. Mountain King out. Region scroll, super nice. 5 HP per second. And Knight's Gyro's coming. SOK had some good success with Griffins already, so this can be a bit of a fluent playstyle throughout the series. Knight's Gyros is the established play. I wouldn't hate 1 or 2 tanks either. I wouldn't hate some cheeky plays in that regard. I think if you only go Knights, yes, it's understandable that you go for mass Knights, but you get outscaled. Oh, pretty falling. Is the Mountain King able to get a Fiend? Or even more? Is that open? Is that blocked? I'm not sure. Oh, early Fiend kills would be huge. And he gets that one. At what cost is the question? He's basically only using his footman at the moment. No deny. We are getting super close to level 4 Lich. And you know me. This is the power spike for an undead in the mid game. Dark Ritual intensifies. We had more harass. And SOK is buying time for that tier 3. Stacking up on farms. Stacking up on heroes. Triple racks actually. Damn, this base look nice. Mass Knights. Running into destroyers, but 1-0. Not rich. Not super high level, especially on the DK. Mountain King with boots. I enjoy that. Stealing a consumable while giving away the middle. Interesting. Big invo potion. You will need that, my homie. We don't have web yet, so free scouting of that gyro. This is looking very even between the two. Levels the same, supply the same, economy the same. Who has the better control and who has the better decision making in the late game stages? Giving up both camps uncontested is painful, of course. That's the Mana Stone, that's the Robe of the Magi, that's big gifts for the undead. SOK can go for lab into red, into arachnithids into defense, but you want to be offensive usually.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the upgrades are kicking in. Disease Cloud for the inevitable abominations. Attack upgrades for SOK as well. Dark Ranger in. No time for the red spot. 1-0 doesn't allow this. Trying to ideally force a TP, but with the gyros giving up perfect information, he knew this would be coming. It's a double destroyer bust this early. Knights are all over the place. Try to maybe clock up the choke a little bit, but backfires. So, how many gyros are there? 3. We need more. ASAP. That is the backbone. That is the anti-air. We have flak cannons ready. And webbed against this. 2 units that basically counter each other. We're not going to be supply blocked. Can we squeeze out 80 food? Not really. Waiting for the reinforcements. You don't want to lose your production. Mr. 8-Man, thank you, thank you, thank you. SOK. Cool as cucumber so far. Knights backstabbing. 1-0 has a TP. Might use that soon. Lumber workers are falling, but it's not the end of the world. Here come the gyros from behind. Intercepting 1-0. There's no mana anymore. He was waiting so patiently for the destroyers to lose their mana, and then they can win the fights, of course. Destroyers only dangerous when they have mana, but the abomination is posing another threat to SOK, and the disease is spread already. New reinforcements. 8 gyros. You gotta be careful to not overproduce them. We don't have multiple staffs yet, so 1 knight goes down. 2 bombs. 1-0. 800 gold. Little bit sloppy, I was about to say, as there was no web, but there it is. And now you gotta clean up the air. SOK is trying to fish for reinforcements and for items. Didn't want to engage without these items. Mountain King not level 3. Got a big invo potion, needs it very soon. Holy Light as well. Gyros in. 1 destroyer down. Can the knights clean up the ground now? 3 fiends severely hurt. 1-0's Fiend Micro. I say it many times, one of the best in the world. Glorious what he's able to do, but not in this fight apparently. 2 destroyers down. No more magic damage. No more Dispel either. And now we take the fight on open battleground. Any chance to save the Mountain King here? We need a staff. We get the staff. Ideally, of course, we would have had that potion and stay in that fight. Mountain King benched for a while. Shredder coming in too. The heal scroll is ready for all the hurt knights thanks to the disease cloud. And we pull back. You don't want to give the undead the open fight. You want to stay close to your main, to your shop, to your reinforcements. Gyros, careful. Could be snagged. A lot of them. There. Lich is far away from 5. The human hero levels aren't there just yet. We don't have a tank. We don't have banshees. Oh, if only had a Mountain King here. SOK surround skills, maybe against the A-bomb. That will soak up 1200 damage almost. Shredder again. With this fight, we have that heal scroll. And the knights are looking good. With the 2-2, we also have gyro bombs against statues. That would be lovely. But can you beat that Lich somehow? Coil at the ready. DK level 3. Tons and tons of mana. Dwarf is back. Knight Shredder hit hard. But so far, it seems like 120 has everything under control. Even without the frost armor. Stabs are good. We got 2 of them. We got 3 of them. But is 120 losing much? 1 statue depleted. The right hand side is still empty. So SOK is seeing all this, banking on the fact that 120 is a little busy with that spot, wants the consumable, but I don't think he has that time. Town portal available. Oh no! 3 gyros for free. They just wanted to peek a little bit, but the fiends were there. Bam bam bam. Is this MK3? It is. Pally 2 as well. But the army is so small now. 6 gyros. Still okay to defeat destroyers. We have a DK with an invo potion and that heal scroll. 80-80 food. Lich level 5. 15,000 damage. The sharking is really nice. That's a fiend for pretty much free. It's definitely out of that fight. But attention onto the fight now. I would love to see Blizzard, man. Yes, there is silence, but you need silence on Mountain King and Paladin as well. You can't silence the Archmage forever. Blizzard would be infinite damage. I actually don't understand why top humans are rarely going for it. Yours did it, and it looked so good, but that's ladder, and ladder is ladder. And everything yours does looks good, including himself, just existing. But different topic. SOK is marching forward. He doesn't need the Blizzard. He will need a heal scroll soon. The disease cloud is working against him. Lich! Ooh, that A-bomb kill actually opens up the way. More slow. So much healing thanks to staff indeed. SOK rich. SOK very rich. Next rotation of items is available. If you want to commit to it now. Lich, he wants that. Lich, he wants the town portal. Items are gone. Lich is still stuck. Gets the coil, gets the clap. Has to be a town portal. He wants to squeeze out a little bit more damage, and that succeeds. 1,400 gold. What's the next move? Always do something. ADS. Look at this hospital. Look at the horse's hospital.
A player's forces are under attack.
What a start to the fight, man. The fight for supremacy between 120 and SOK. Force on battle drums, good damage.
Are under attack.
The knights kinda suck here, but what's the alternative? What's your verdict, chat, on a potential Blizzard?
Is under siege.
Nova artillery. 22,000 damage. Town portal aggressively. Do you want to take that fight already?
The player's forces are under attack.
Would love to see any sort of transition. SOK is so rich. What's he doing with the money? Of course, you kind of want to stall a little bit. It is a war of attrition after all. Water Elemental strong into
Player's
Fiends.
forces are under attack.
I disagree with that. Water Elementals are superior if not dispelled. Really? Ignorant fools. You don't have the vision. Mountain King 3. Knights backstepping. This makes kiting super hard. Well done by SOK. He set up this fight so nicely. I think this is the major development of humans in the past 10 days or so. Not engage with one squad of knights. Look at these Rohirrim, dude. But always split up 4 to 5. And the gyros are here with gyro bombs. This is so well played by SOK. Oh my god. But he still has to win the fight, and he has to take that fight on Blight now. This is bad for the Knights, as this is a choke. Can they all commit? Can they do damage?
Stayed in everyone. Left for almost 12 H. I feel stiff like a bored tilde.
Enjoy your stiffness, my dude. We enjoy a beautiful Warcraft game here. Level 5 Lich is approaching 25,000 damage, but SOK is sweeping this fight, and he has a heal scroll. That is so important. Doesn't help this one Knight, but everyone else. He's holding on to that. He's so patient, SOK. There is a town portal on that Lich again. Holy Light! Oh, 1-0 loses the Lich. Massive mistake. Or maybe he saw the writing on the wall and is basically zoned out. But SOK, it is the Rohirrim against the Undead. Trying to kite back that expansion up top. Taken out by Gyros. Right into the Undead base. The main is empty. That means the expo is empty soon as well. 1 minute of mining. How do you build back against an 84 food human army with 1,200 gold?
Player's forces are under attack.
My man, SOK. Unreal, dude. The Night Elf Vanguard broken, and he's on a wonderful way to break 1-0 here as well. We got the Lich back. Oh, do we? Yes, very hurt. Coil arrives in time. We still have a chance. But it's 84 food. If the Lich is there, there is a chance. But how long will the Lich be there? Next to the shop, what about the resources? 400. Abominations also falling. Level 5 Archmage. Brilliance aura now. Infinite mana basically for the dwarf. Do we have a staff ready? We do not. The body block by the ghoul is amazing. Holy Light to the rescue. Now what's next? The body block goes on and on and on and on. And the dwarf finally falls a second before that Holy Light is ready. SOK has a lot of gold though. Mountain King back already. Look at all these healthy knights that were not committed to the fight. No expo here. No expo here. SOK is mined out. 300 gold. 12 food lead. 533. But we have the Dark Ritual. Speaking about infinite mana. Pally. Archmage has a staff ready. We also have the shop ready. Mountain King with mana potion. Silence. So there is an invul necessary. The replenishment potion under the invul so it can't be cancelled. Nice. Nobody has a third base. The Knights of the Tavern were chasing the Lich but failed. Oh, that's why the Lich was so hurt.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, no! Little bit lucky that there is no money for 1-0 anymore to morph destroyers now. Those could be the knockout punch, but the gyros are gone. That's also a lot of vision gone. Still 1-0 in the ropes, but massive pickups here. Again, it's down to the Knights of DK. He got him! He got him! Can he morph the town portal, transfer it? He can't! The town portal doesn't go off in time. Clutch! Clutch, clutch, clutch. What a sick situation this is for SOK. 1-0 stemming against the defeat. Lich was dead. DK is dead. Clap, clappity, clap, clap. You just have to push it over the finish line. SOK, what does it take to break an undead? This is what it takes to break an undead. SOK with an exclamation mark. 1-0. He broke Moon's win rate. He broke Moon's win streak. And this is a great start into this series. I want to see a wall of GGs for the performance of SOK here. I love the decision making. I love how he was banking quite a bit of money there to have it available in the late game. Humans are making some smart adjustments, I think, by splitting knights, by having the gyro bombs, by letting them scout and not committing them into fights.
Forces are under attack.
So in general, the setup should more or less be the same. Expo versus Expo, Ghoul versus Archmage Footman. Late game, you can go into Griffins alongside Gyros. You can go solo Griffins. SOK had some time where he went Sanctums, but I think this time is over.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ooh, Archmage finds the parry app. I do like this item. It's not damage, but having HP against Nova is always good. Replenishment potion. As if an undead needs that, eh? Healing for free on Blight. Mana for free with Dark Ritual. Memeing, memeing.
Players' forces are under attack.
How fast can you get an expo up? How safe can you get an expo up? Tower, 30 seconds. But no haunted just yet. Archmage is looking fine. Lich damage, pretty severe actually. And we're going for the Arcane Tower. We're going for the Ziggurat. And the Ziggurat is more important for 1-0 than the Arcane Tower is for SOK. 3 seconds to completion, and he gets it. Nice follow-up to a successful map 1 for SOK, putting on so much pressure on that Lich, killing that Ziggurat. This is pretty meaningful, guys. He wanted to block that Lich. Maybe he's able to. He has no TP. He gets the kill. SOK out of his mind. Flex your muscles. Big boy, 2-0. He didn't just go for the Ziggurat. He went for the big W. 3 minutes 59. 3 minutes 59. Dude is cruising through the series like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. 1-0 was by far the second best player in the scene for a long time. He's currently on a 3-game win streak versus Human. Only Infi was able to beat him in May. Before that, 5 games in a row there as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
We're on Last Refuge, a map that we're playing for 16 years now or something. It's really cool to see that SOK has these peaks. Remember November? This was also in November. SOK breaking Human versus Night Elf a little bit in his very own way with mortar teams and zeppelins. And it's again a pretty unique way by splitting knights away and hitting the rhythms. Can 1-2-0 swing this back? One step at a time. But you know, SOK is an arsonist here. There's a fire in the base. There's a fire at the expo. So far, there's no fire in the north, so Lich is a bit later to respond. Has to pull the ghouls to deal with the arcane, but how much damage will... Oh, Acolyte down! So this is the delay on the Haunted.
A player's forces are under attack.
And another Acolyte down! I think SOK is very fine with this. This tower will fall though. But again the question, at what cost? At what cost? One worker, two worker. Okay, ghouls doing ghoul things. And Archmage has no mana currently for another Water Elemental. It's also on cooldown, he just summoned it. But because of these two Acolyte kills, there's no immediate threat. But these worker costs, man. Oh, damn, it's getting expensive. Vicious, 1-2-0. Well, the threat was the Lich and the ghouls. After 3 minutes 59, we get 4 minutes 25. Oh my god. I did not see so many peasants going down. I thought he might recover. So despite being a big map, it's still brawly because of this camp, this camp, this camp. It's excellent map design in my opinion. I think second best map design after springtime.
Players' forces are under attack.
And Tidehunters maybe. Okay, maybe third. Tidehunters also very good. But Tidehunters very good now. Yo, I'm Betty with yet another gift sub. Ba, 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 bam! Love it. Oh, we're in with the aggression once again. Nova catches Archmage. He is level 2. Ghoul down. And an Acolyte down again. This has been a way recently, especially by 40, to attack these Acolytes. It didn't show the impact on Last Refuge because the game was over so quick. But I think this is good. And so far, it is full defense by 1-0. Zero aggression. Yeah, Betty with the gift sub number 3. Once again. Pow, 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 pow. Thanks. 1-0 still busy with the creep spot. The I was about to say that body block would have been really nice. I love that chip damage, man. Is it again a fast map here with both heroes being so low? Nova, don't run into the house. Oh, wait, really? Is a ritual dagger usage necessary, right? For that he needs a corpse. That's a almost... Oh, no, there's no free arcane tower. It's a circlet on the ground as well, which the ghouls can destroy. That's a big loss, and also 2 workers here. Ooh, SOK, I don't know, man! I don't know! The aggression looked good. Free creeping without Archmage is, of course, nice. He is gathering some mana. How much does he have? Okay, that's 2 Water Elementals. Thankfully, the circlet is right there. This is, of course, time for 1-0 to get up that second base. We have a game, guys. 5-minute mark. One more. Now, come on. That means, though, the Archmage is far in the north. Arcane up. No power build for the longest time. There it is. Lich is 3.4? When did the Lich get 3.4?
A player's forces are under
SOK in the
attack.
ropes. Power build is alright. Footy's in the wings. Brute force. Oh, damn! This is ugly! Nova! There's undead everywhere! Oh no, this town hall! Oi, 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 oi. SOK in shambles. If not force around, but he can't get it. Another militia called here. 1-2-0 has a real chance for a reverse sweep. Militia cleaned this up, but again, this costs time. And unlike Northern Isles, this time 1-2-0 is not forced back. He is teching already. Painful, painful seconds. This is how this matchup usually looks. This is how the matchup usually looks with the dominant 1-2-0. Took some time to get online, but this is now the dominance that we expected. Did he creep the lab? That's the 3.4, right? That's the only campy crap, maybe. Okay, okay. SOK still fighting. He gets level 3. Huge power spike thanks to water elementals, but man, is he has a lot of catching up to do, man. He's an entire tech behind. Tier 3 on the way at the 8-minute mark. It's 8 minutes and we start the tech. That is 2 minutes later than you want. That is half the duration of map 2 that he's behind. If 1-2-0 plays his cards well, we get game 5.
A player's forces are under attack.
One to zero speed running this, it seems. He got solid damage. Keeps SOK in check so he can never get the big levels. And we're waiting. Lumber mill now. Opportunity for guard towers, but it's still a tech, man. It's still an entire tech. Why do undeads never use the dispel item? It's not good versus summons. Because it doesn't reliably kill summons, and for that it's too expensive. You have damage already, and you use your damage to deal with summons. It is an excellent item against the Shadow Hunter and against the Keeper. So single target disable for Hex, for Entangle. Getting rid of that, it's wonderful. But humans don't have such spells except Banish, I guess. But you don't see that in this matchup. So yeah, it's not an anti-summon item. It's an anti-spell item. Or an anti-disable item. Oh, and against Rejuve. Yes, correct.
Player's forces are under attack.
GG. He sees the tech. He sees the tech and he doesn't want to suffer no more. After 2 wins in a row for SOK, 1-2-0 strikes back. And now we go for deciding map 5. Damn, what an interesting dynamic in this series.
On the horizon.
Maybe a lot of channel points on the line as well. The precious, precious channel points.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
So far they leave each other alone. We got a poking footy here. This is all gold, mind you, if an acolyte is off the grid. And this might matter. SOK, take my energy. I feel like SOK needs a little bit more. Put your hands up in the air. Do the spirit bomb for SOK. He needs the support. We contest the middle, not for the camp really,
Forces are
but
under attack.
to prevent footies and ghouls to reach the other side. Thankfully, ghouls are already on the way. But they both break through. There is no expo to attack just yet, but there's always an arcane tower to attack. 17 seconds repair ready. Militia in position. But there's also Nova. How many units will die here? Water Elemental, clean up the left-hand side. No expansion for 120. Little bit similar to last. Refuge! Surround! 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 Oh, SOK! Just like that! Arrest the man for the crimes he did against humanity! Just like that! Sometimes it's so simple. Oh, 120 in a world of trouble. The ghouls carry. The ghouls carry for now, but what can he do? Maybe he was asleep on the wheel for a second. This should never, ever, ever be allowed to get surrounded like this. Lich back from the tavern. That's the time you need for this expo. And it is because you gave him your energy, guys. It's your energy that enabled this surround.
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting creep with one militia, one water elemental. Min-maxing. Creep maxing. Lich, of course, still scary. Always scary, but it's an Archmage level 3. We have... we've seen this the other way, right? 3.4 Lich against level 2 Archmage. This is not gonna be this easy, and I don't think this is a defensive wall that is intimidating. No, 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 no. Expo cancelled right away. Staff home to defend. Water Elemental is on cooldown, so you gotta be a little bit careful here. Arcane Tower up, though. Can you finish this Town Hall? It very much looks like it. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and now Peasant Production can start. If you finish it... Oh, this Grant! That was... It almost feels like an all-in. That went poof into thin air. How many people believe that 120 would just take map 5 as easy as he did map 3 and 4? Plus in the chat if you did. I think that's a lot of pluses now. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I did too. But now it's everything in SOK's hand. But no game is decided until there's a potential Coil Nova coming to the Archmage's face. Yep, plus, 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 plus. I see you. I see you. I see you.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is a disgusting early game, man. If that wouldn't have been game 5, I think 120 would have tapped out long time ago. Chances for him to bring this game back are minimal. Lich level 3. Okay, that's the first step. An Archmage surround wouldn't... Well, might be the kill. Not sure. But the pressure is big. No, no, no! No, 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 no! What a disaster for 1-0. 2 times surround. Boom. SOK wins the game. Win streak broken. SOK. Moon's win streak goes to him. 1-0's win streak goes to him. He just collects them like they're strawberries on a field.